Good Morning Hindustan! There's a movie called Good Morning Vietnam starring Robin Williams, and I thought that'd be a great way to start this video off discussing major disappointment with Thugs of Hindostan. So, I just woke up several minutes ago, got my coffee here, and I was looking at the comments of the most recent upload. And wow, there's a lot of upset people. The video's not even about Thugs of Hindostan, and a bunch of people are like, don't watch Thugs of Hindostan, major disappointment, don't! And then I couldn't help but Google it, and there are some people like, not even Big B can save this movie. I'm like, gosh, why's everybody gotta tell me in advance? I wanted to find out for myself. I didn't want any preconceived notions going into this, and now I've got preconceived notions, and I can't unpreconceive them. So, when I went to watch Bohemian Rhapsody, I made sure not to look up any information on Freddie Mercury, the Parsi Indian. I forgot about that fact until I watched the film. And I didn't look up any reviews about Bohemian Rhapsody before watching the film either. And I actually came away enjoying it quite a bit. Only later did I dissect it and find reasons to be disappointed. But anyway, that's another thing entirely. So Thugs of Hindostan. I already bought my ticket. 2 p.m. today in Burbank, California. By the way, I apologize if you can hear the garage opening and closing. It's early. People are leaving for work or coming home from a late shift at a very disgusting restaurant. Well, that last part I don't know for sure. Anyway, so, Thugs of Hindostan. I already bought my ticket. Now, one thing I saw in a more optimistic review, which this guy said something to the effect of, this is a blockbuster, end to end. Essentially trying to express the idea that there's no substance. It was a cursory read. I tried not to absorb too much information because I really want to have my own unique experience with the film as much as possible. I want to make sure that it's not being pushed one direction or the other too much. Now that can't be helped anymore, obviously. I've seen bad reviews. Now I know to curb my review going into it. I'm lowering my expectations, and therefore my review will probably be very optimistic and 6 out of 5 stars, because everyone's saying, hey, don't watch this. 13% here on, I think it was Rotten Tomatoes or something. I forget where I saw that score. But now I know to lower my expectations. And what happens when you lower your expectations? You end up really enjoying a film. And the same is true conversely. Like if someone tells you, this is amazing, and then everyone's telling you, oh my God, it's amazing, this movie, it made me find Jesus, then you end up coming out disappointed. Because everyone's telling you it's amazing. That happened to me like about a year back where it's got like a 99,000% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then I was like, really, this movie was alright, it's whatever. So I fully expect that my review for Thugs of Hindostan is not going to do insanely well in the views. I wanted it to be my only video that I put out. Well, it's going to be my tonight and your tomorrow if you're in India. But if you're in the States as well, then it's going to be your tonight as well. Late tonight. Whatever. Anyway, I am going to curb my expectations. I'm going to treat it the same way I suppose I should be thankful that you guys are a day ahead and can give me your opinions a day early, I guess, so that I know what to expect, how to feel going into it. I really don't like to do that. I like to go in like a blank slate, so this movie can give me its best shot. I go into any film wanting to love it, wanting to enjoy it, wanting to super appreciate it, because I know with any movie, there's a lot of hard work involved. And with this one in particular, I know that there was more hard work than you see in most other Indian films, and just in terms of scale. And that's one thing I always try to recognize every time I watch a film, especially of like this caliber, trying to, reach new grounds in cinema. I mean, that's what it looks like to me, is that these filmmakers were trying to reach new grounds in Indian cinema. They were trying to create a huge blockbuster of the likes we've never seen. And I guess for a lot of people, unfortunately, that's all it did. And not even Big B can save this movie. So I am, I'm curbing my expectations, and I'm very much hoping that I'll come away with a lot of things to appreciate. And again, there's a lot of promos that came out for this movie rather, and with any promo, you're not going to get any of the actors or crew members or filmmakers saying, and when I say filmmakers, I mean like producers, directors, etc. You're not going to get any of them saying, "Oh, this movie's terrible, you shouldn't watch it." They're all there to promote their film, to help ensure the possibility that it's going to make its return on investment. And I recognize that. But I think even through that, you can detect the authenticity of passion in someone. And I think I saw that in the director. I mean, he's put a significant amount of his life, of his time into this movie. So irrespective of how you feel, he gave up so much of his life in the hope and effort of making this the best version of this possible. I mean, I'm saying all this without having seen the film, of course. What I'm trying to also set you guys up for is, if I don't express like, "Oh, this is absolutely horrendous," don't be shocked, because I'm trying to like express my opinion of the film, knowing what these filmmakers have put into it. I recognize the passion, even if it's a complete disappointment. I'm gonna try my best to recognize the hard work that's gone into this, because a lot of hard work has gone into this, and honestly, I've been looking forward to it for a very long time. Even just the name is cool, and seeing who's involved is cool. I'm really hoping for it. Even with all the disappointing reviews, I'm hoping that it's at least as fun as Fast and the Furious or something like that. Maybe it won't have the depth of Rang du Basanti, but hopefully it's really fun. If it's really, really bad, like people are making it out to be, like if it's as disappointing as Helicopter Ela, or what else did I see recently? I saw The Nutcracker. That was frustrating. If it's like that bad, obviously like there's no saving. In my opinion, is just gonna, even recognizing the hard work, I'm probably gonna be pretty hard on it if it's really that bad. Jesus. But it's everything I'm being informed by, I should say, it's informed by early reviews. It's entirely possible that the majority of these bad reviews are coming from critics. Now, as evidenced by things like Venom and even things like Bohemian Rhapsody, it's possible that it's something critics don't like and audiences do like. Irrespective, I think this movie's going to make a lot of money. At least in its first weekend, I'm sure it's going to do well. But I hope that, this is going to sound weird, but I hope that even if it's not the best film, I hope that it does well. I hope it makes its money back, because it'd be cool to see India trying to push the limits like this and trying to make these big budget epic films like this again and again. I hope that it pays off in dividends for YRF, for the company, so that they feel courageous enough to do something like this again. I think that'd be cool, Not. I don't want it to be bad. I don't want subsequent films to be bad. I'm pretty sure the director has already seen the negative reviews. I'm pretty sure everyone involved with Thugs of Hindostan, anxiously anticipating your response, has already seen your response. I mean, assuming if you watched it and put out your review and saying, "Oh my God, not even Big B can save this movie." I'm pretty sure they've seen your opinion. And they all feel it. They all feel that oh man, but we work so hard. Why? I'm pretty sure that especially the director. I mean, he probably feels it more than anybody else, because so much of his time, like, not to say that like Amir Khan or Amitabh Bachchan didn't put time into this, but like they can immediately go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing and prep for the next movie and act. And so that's how you're able to see like these huge stars show up in movies, almost back to back. Whereas, I mean, I know Amir Khan is not in movies as frequently as some other stars, but um, okay, I'm gonna walk back on what I just said because I just realized like SRK doesn't show up in movies like every 2 seconds. Um, and Amir Khan doesn't either, and neither does Salman Khan. Like all the big Khans don't show up in movies every 2 seconds, so I'm gonna walk back on what I just said. But what I'm trying to say is, I feel like even though like you only see SRK or Amir Khan do a few movies a year, I feel like the directors are having to invest way more time than anybody else. The director and whoever the head producer is, like they have to invest way more time in a single project to get it from start to finish, from inception, conception, or whatever, all the way to release. Like they're the ones who have to spearhead this thing, and yeah, I know what it's like to disappoint your audience. Let's just put it that way. I know what it feels like, and so yeah, I have a lot more empathy, but yeah. Anyway, I think I've run out of things to say. And much like the complaints about the movie, this review is about to run out of substance. So at this point, I think I'll conclude my feelings on this. I'm still looking forward to watching it. 2 p.m. today, Burbank, California. And I hope that those of you who haven't watched it yet will go into it with curbed expectations. Go into it knowing, okay, a lot of people out there who watched it already, who are disappointed. I'm going to lower my expectations and hopefully have a good time. I think that's the best thing you can do. I think that's what you should do with most any film. But it's hard not to be excited. I get that. I get that feeling. I was super, super, super excited. Now I'm excited adjacent. Now I'm excited with a parenthetical. Excited, but maybe it won't be so great. And hopefully that leads to a much better experience overall. Hopefully I've got a lot of positive things to say, even with it not being the best that people were hoping for. So here's hoping. If you're still here after my rambling about my thoughts on this experience to come, put hashtag Caped Crusader. That'll make me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I will pin the first person to put that hashtag in the comments. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much. And yeah, cool. Look, here's hoping. I'm Jabby Kuwait. Peace out.